Hey guys, good afternoon. Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome, class of 2021, to our virtual graduation rehearsal. And so we've got, just about half the senior class here already. So we'll go ahead and get started. I want to make good use of your time. At the end, there are a handful, probably 24 of you, that one of the final slides that I'll put up will have the names of about 24 people, seniors, that I need you to stick around for a few minutes in a separate, well, actually, no, so I'll mention it there, but just pay attention for those about 25 of you that'll be on the last slide, because I'll need to speak with you a little bit more. Just to be clear, it has nothing to do with your graduation status. It's about the graduation ceremony. So it's not anything about those 25. They aren't graduating or anything like that. It's nothing to do with that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can get started. And I do have Miss Campbell, and so she can monitor if there's any kind of questions that come up. But we'll go ahead and get started. So let me make sure that I do this correctly. All right, so I think we'd have this all down by now. So let me go ahead and move to the graduation slide and present. Okay, so, and I'm not muted, right? You can hear me? Okay, all right. So, class of 2021 graduation. This is our rehearsal. And so what we normally do, we would normally be in the auditorium, and we would go through, there are a few different scholarships that are presented at this time. And they are managed and organized by the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School. Now, the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School are exactly what you think. And soon, and let's see, Tuesday evening, probably around 10 o'clock p.m., you'll become one of our alum and be an alumni of Bel Air High School. And so we certainly encourage you to join the Bel Air Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School. It is an organization, just like it sounds. They raise money that goes very much into scholarships, and then also supporting the school with different pieces. And, we're moving into this new building here, and yes, we'll be able to get you guys in at some point once it's finished and we have our big grand opening, and we'll welcome back a lot of our different classes. So many of you have been around waiting for this building to be constructed and finished. But I do hope that you'll consider joining the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School. They do a lot just to continue the great legacy and the great experiences and opportunities that the kids have had by being at Bel Air High School. So, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the scholarships that are managed by this organization. So the first scholarship that is part of that is the Cesar Cortez Scholarship. Now, this was created last year. It's in memorial of Cesar Cortez, of course, part of the class of 2020, who died here on campus. And this scholarship is managed, I said, but it was created by family members of Cesar. And it is our honor, it's my honor, to be able to share this with you as the class of 2021 and future classes, but then also to be able to share the name of the winner of this scholarship this year. And the winner of the Cesar Cortez Scholarship for the class of 2021 is Jake Ridenbaugh. So congratulations, Jake. A proud member of the Bel Air ROTC as well. But all of the scholarship winners here, normally, as I said, we would be in the auditorium and we would present you with the letter that tells you the details, the next steps. We're not able to do that. So what we'll do is I'm going to try and have these available at graduation. If they're not able to fit into your folder that you get at graduation, then we'll have them available for you to come and pick up here at campus. But we'll have all of that. I'll get that information to the recipients. So the first one is Jake. Another scholarship that is awarded and has been in existence now for probably about a dozen years, 10 to 12 years, is the Sherry Senior Scholarship. Sherry Senior was a math teacher here at Bel Air High School, had a great impact here, leading the department, leading our math teachers, and is someone very, very popular with the students, very popular with the faculty and staff, just someone that's played a huge role here at Bel Air. And so the alumni and friends, in collaboration with the family of Sherry Sr., created this scholarship in her name. And so, excuse me, the class of 2021 recipient of the Sherry Senior Scholarship is Peyton Richardson. So congratulations to Peyton. And again, we'll get the information. Either you'll receive this at graduation or we'll be in contact with you as to the next steps to be able to receive all the details. But congratulations. Another scholarship that is part of the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School that was created is titled the Black African American Alumni Scholarship. So this is, I think, a more recent addition to the Alumni and Friends organization, but another great opportunity to recognize and support Bel Air students as they move on to their next learning adventure. And the winner for the class of 2021, the recipient, is Amari Arthur. So congratulations to Amari, Alumni Scholarship winner today. So the next are the general Alumni and Friends of Bel Air scholarships, and there are 6 of these. Now, these were all application. So if you're wondering, hey, how did somebody get to, how were they selected for this? They did all have to apply. So there was a process. The alumni organization has a committee that reviews these and looking at a number of different criteria, and then lets us know who the winners are. And so there are 6 winners for the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School Scholarship. And so those 6 winners are Carol Argonal, Marina Gago, Thomas Lay, Benzie Lee, Jimmy Zinn, and Ariana Zhao. So congratulations to these 6 winners for the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air High School scholarships. So if you know any of these recipients that won today, Jake, Peyton, and Amari, as well as these 6, then please feel free to let them know. They can look for it at graduation. And if we aren't able to deliver it there, then we will make sure that we set up a time for you to receive it. But we're very proud to have the support of the Alumni and Friends of Bel Air and their commitment with these scholarships, both originating them and then managing them as well, is a great support for Bel Air High School. So thank you to them. And I know that many of them are on the call with us today with the rehearsal. So we're glad that they were able to be here as well. So those are some of the scholarships that we've went ahead and shared with you. Next up is we're going to talk about rehearsal. Oh, no, we got an important message from the registrar. So once you graduate, a final transcript that's a personal copy for you, it'll be a PDF, will be sent to your HISD email account. Okay, so it'll be sent to your HISD email account. Look for that probably around June 21st to June 25th, that 3rd week in June. So we need a couple weeks to finish processing them all, get them all set, and then we will email those out to you. It'll be to your HISD email account. So look for that there. At graduation, after you shake hands with me and you go down the stage and you walk back, you get your picture taken and you walk back around to the backside, you'll receive a packet from Bel Air, from our registrar and your counselor. Inside the packet is your immunization record. Most of your colleges, universities, military, everybody, it's very common for them to ask for an updated immunization record. So we'll give you the one that we have, a copy of the one that we have. Excuse me. Your diploma will be there as well. And then if you filled out if you came to Cardinal Camp and you completed a letter, that will be there also. So another thing for you to look for. If you are competing at the NCAA level, so that's primarily our athletes, we have a number of them. If there are different uploads that you need to do, Mr. Lawler is the point of contact here on campus, and so you can find him on our website, but those different documents and requests should go through Naviance. So you still have access to your Naviance account. And then if you're needing a final transcript for a college, you already let us know, but let's say your plans change and you change from one university to another, or you didn't make one, and now you know where you're going to go, things like that. There inside of your packet will also be a letter for former students of how to access or request a transcript, but you'll do it through Naviance. If you forget all of this and you can't find this webinar and you don't remember what it was said, go to our website. There is a section there for registrars. Right now, there's a section for seniors that you should be consulting if you haven't been, but there is a section for our registrar where you can get a lot of this information. It's always a good place to check. We'll be moving over the summer, so I don't even know if we're going to have a phone So go to the website, make sure that you can do that, find the information, and you should be able to get the answers that you're looking for. All right, so let's talk about graduation. All right, here we go. So graduation is, of course, this Saturday night. It will begin at 8 o'clock p.m. and it starts on time. HISD makes sure that we always start on time. So at 8 o'clock p.m. this Sunday night, June 13th, and that will be at Del Mar Football Stadium. So let's talk about some of the things. You need to arrive at 6:30. By 6:30 p.m. or starting at 6:30 p.m. you need to arrive. And we're going to go through a little bit about where you go and what you bring and all of those steps. But you need a plan to be there for 6:30. When you access your tickets through the GoFan app, you should have also accessed your parking pass. And remember, there's 2 parking passes per graduating senior. So if you're a twin or have a sibling or a cousin that's also graduating, you don't have to ride in the same car. There's 2 parking passes per graduate. So make sure that you've got that. You need to print that out and bring that with you to graduation. As you're coming into the parking lot and the police are directing you, they'll be looking for that. So again, that's accessed through your GoFan app. So where do you go? Okay, so Del Mar Fieldhouse is where that arrow is. That's where we play basketball and volleyball. So there's a staging area where you're going to enter from. So along the bottom is West 18th Street, and then I believe that is Mangum is on the left-hand side, so the west side, and then 610, 290 is right along the east and the south, east and the north. So you'll come in, and if you're driving your own car and you've got that parking pass, you can just park where the police direct you to. But then you're going to come to that side for the student staging area. That's the only place to enter. So you're going to come in through that door. You'll be greeted by HISD police as well as 3 of our administrators. So some friendly faces that you'll know. Now, a few of you, if you're like, my goodness, I haven't got my cap and gown yet. I know that I've already paid, or I haven't paid yet. Can I still do that? Yes, you can still pay for your cap and gown. You're going to go to school. You're going to go to the Bel Air website. Remember, everything's there. You're going to go to the Bel Air website, and over on, I believe, the right-hand side, it says School Pay. And so you go and you click there, and you can pay for your cap and gown. And then when you show up Sunday, you're going to come to that staging area. You're going to come to that entrance. And if you don't have your cap and gown, but you just paid for it, we're going to be able to take care of you. We'll have Balfour there with a robe, a cap and gown for you. And you'll show, if you've got your either your receipt or anything like that, or your email, it can be on your phone. That's fine. Then we'll make sure that you're all set. Okay, it's not going to prevent you from graduating or anything like that. We're going to take care of you. Overwhelmingly, y'all came and picked up your cap and gowns, but we know a few of you that still didn't. So I don't want you to freak out or anything like that. So you'll come to the student staging area, and that's where you'll enter. So what can you bring with you? Okay, you can't bring much. All right. You need to carry your cap and gown. Do not wear your cap and gown into the staging area, okay? So do not wear it. Carry it with you. Have it over your arm with your gown. Have your gown and then your cap and your tassel, okay? Bring your car keys if you need that. Do not wear it. Now, people are asking, what do I wear to graduation? What am I wearing under my cap and gown? Or, under your cap is your head. Under your gown, what do I wear under it? And so what we're telling everyone is it is going to be warm. This is an outside graduation. So what we're telling everyone is to dress appropriate for both the weather and the occasion. Let me repeat that. So on Sunday, when you come and you show up, you're not going to have your cap and gown on. You're going to have them carrying them with you. You're going to dress appropriate for the weather and the occasion. Okay? So that's what we're going to ask you to do. You cannot, let me go to, no cell phones are allowed. You cannot bring your cell phone with you. And I know that's going to be hard, 2 or 3 hours without your cell phone, but you're going to survive. All right. Do not bring that with you. We're going to be screening everyone and checking. So do not bring your cell phones with you. You'll have to turn around and take it back to the car or give it to a family member or anything like that. And that's going to be a pain, and it's hot, and you're going to be frustrated. And we don't want you to be frustrated at graduation. Okay, graduation is the happiest day of the year. It's my favorite day by far because everybody's happy because everybody made it, right? So don't put yourself in a bad mood by coming up and being, oh, I've got my cell phone, but I thought you said I could bring it, or I didn't think you were serious about it. We're serious about it. You can't bring your cell phone. It's not a Bel Air policy. It's an HIC policy. So make sure that you leave it with someone. You'll be okay. You'll be all right for a few hours. So let's go back. Here is something that is the first time ever for the Bel Air class, Bel Air graduating class, is we're going to let you decorate your caps. Okay, we've never done that before. There are a few requirements or expectations that we have for you. They have to be school appropriate. So no political remarks, no vulgar images, no vulgar words or anything like that. All right. If you bring something, you're going to have to show it when you come in. And you don't have to decorate your cap. Most of you won't, and that's fine, but some of you will, and that's great. We're going to allow it for the first time. So you're the class that decides if anybody else gets to do it. If y'all handle it well, then we'll probably let another class do it. If y'all don't handle it well, then we'll have to see. But if you bring, I think you're going to handle it well. If you bring a cap and we don't approve of the message that's on it, like it's not appropriate for school, for graduation, then we're going to have you, we're going to go ahead and exchange and give you a just plain regular cap. All right. So make sure that it's all set. If you look online about different ways to do this, most of them say get some cardboard that you're going to affix to your cap, because if you try to do any decoration directly on the cap and you mess it up, we're not giving you a fresh cap just because you made a mistake. We don't have extra ones to do that. We have some that are built or ready to go if there's something inappropriate. But again, you guys are going to take care of that correctly. So I'll let you can Google and find out different ways to do that. But if you want to, we are going to allow you to do this. So we've never done it before. So there you go. That's pretty cool. It's exciting. I think you guys are going to come up with some really creative stuff, and that you're going to handle it well. I trust you. There are so you'll have your cap and gown. There are a few. These are the organizations that we've approved that can have a cord for graduation. It's Eagle Scouts, IB. I think they have a Stole, International Thespians, Italian National Honor Society, Key Club, NHS, National Beta Club, and Magnet students. So those are the only cords that we have approved at this time. So if you're in one of those organizations and you have your cord, you have our blessing to wear it at graduation. As I said, no cell phones are allowed. Cell phones are not allowed. So make sure that, again, don't be frustrated. Just take that away and remove that, even that temptation. Every senior will be screened, as I talked about. So we're going to do that. Well, yes. So we'll be doing that. So look for that, and that'll be our administrators and HISD police that will be there. When you come inside, you're going to be directed. Part of the alpha is going to go one way. Part of the alpha is going to go another way. There will be a line. You will wait. It's okay. All right. There's a lot of standing in line and waiting. That's just part of graduation. All right. But it's worth it. We're going to make our way through it. So you're going to stand in line to get screened and come in. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to wait a little bit, but it's okay. Then when you get inside, you'll be split up into a couple different directions based on the alpha. It'll probably be A through L or A through M. Just look for that, and it'll point you in whichever direction you're supposed to go. Once you're past that, look for something, an alpha, a couple of letters with a hyphen and two other letters. Like this would be, so for me, McDonough, would this be where I stop? Is this the section that I'm in? No, because I'm MC, and that's before ME. So, you would look for somebody else. So like if, your last name was Moon, Moon, then this would be the section that you are in. So you're going to look for those signs that'll be propped up, and you'll be able to look for those. And so that's where you're going to wait. Once you get to your section, and we'll have lists. So if you think you went to the wrong section or anything like that, there'll be a teacher there in black cap and gown. That's what we wear. They're going to give you your card. Okay, so you'll check in at your alpha sign. They'll give you your card, and it'll have a number on it. And then what we ask you to do is use the number to line up in order. That's the order that you're in. Keep your card with you. Make sure you hold on to it. Okay, so you're going to line up in order. You can talk with your friends, different things like that. That's fine, but you're going to line up in order, and then you're going to wait. And that's okay. All right, you're going to wait, but it's okay. So, but the number helps make sure that you're in the right place. Once they start the music, right at 8 o'clock sharp, the music will start, and I'll just say, let's roll and let's go, and then just stay in line. Follow the person. You've been doing it since kindergarten. Follow the person in front of you, and just keep and follow them until you get direction otherwise. We will fill each row completely, okay? So each row will be filled completely in the chairs, and there'll be an adult that directs you and counts off and says, okay, stop this row. Now we go to the next row. So just pay attention. They'll direct you. You're going to be excited. Follow the person in front of you. You can wave to your parents. It's very exciting. We will help guide you in the right place, but just pay attention. This is what Del Mar Stadium looks like at this point. They've got it set up. The chairs are all set. We've got the stage there on the right, and parents and family members will be on the seating that you see on one side, and they'll be on the seating on the other side. So one of the things where it said for you to come in, there are 2 entrances. Both sides will be open for families. It's not alpha split or anything like that. Depending on where they park, they can park wherever they're directed to park is fine, and then they'll enter either side. All right. And so, but just giving you kind of an idea of what it looks like at this time. During the ceremony, respect, dignity, and pride. Okay. So having respect for yourself, for the school, and for each other. You always want to act with dignity. It is a ceremony. It's an important ceremony. And so you always want to act in a dignified manner, and then taking pride also. And you're doing that. There's a reason that we all are in red and dressed the same, and because we're all part of this Bel Air High School community. But then you as in red while we're in black, but you're part of the graduating class, and we want you to be proud of that because we're proud of you. Please remind your guests, and they'll tell them when they're coming to check in also, but remind them beforehand. No air horns, no noisemakers, no yelling. The yelling is a little harder. You can't really control that necessarily, but we do want to make sure, we're reading these names and we read them pretty consecutively. And so, if a family is too over exuberant at one point, then the family behind them, of the student behind them, may not hear their child's name. So we want to be respectful of that as well. But no air horns, no noisemakers, things like that. All right. You're going to be told, you'll be sitting down, and you'll see once we get the first row going, you'll be told when it's your row's turn to stand, and then the path to follow. Again, just follow the person in front of you. Hand your note card to the reader at the podium. Okay, so there'll be 3. We have 3 teachers that rotate and do the reading. You'll hand the card. They'll ask you. You can say your name just quickly into their ear. They'll hear it, and they're very good mimics, so they can hear it and repeat it very quickly to get it correctly. And as a Michael McDonough is a name that's very often mispronounced as well. I know it's important to get your name pronounced correctly. These 3 are veterans. They're very excited about having the opportunity to do this, and they will each tell you, I'm good at tough names. So we're confident that that's going to be done correctly. But make sure that you hand them the note card to the reader at the podium so that they're all set. When your name is called, be responsible. All right, you've got 6,000 people watching. You've got me that you're walking down toward, our board trustee, a couple other people, and then all of the school watching. So we know you're excited, but be responsible. Make sure that you're responsible. Okay, so I'm going to turn off this presentation for a second and go back to my camera. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you guys can see me, right? No? Because I'm still sharing. Got it. All right. Learning. Can you see me now? Yes. All right. So when you come across the stage, you're going to hear your name. And we would do this. I would normally bring up about 10 people, and we would practice this so you can see it. But I want you right now, so everybody sit up for a second. You're laying on your bed because you were watching Netflix earlier or whatever. Everybody sit up for just a second. All right. I'll give you a second. Go ahead. Put your water down and everything. Okay, so everybody should be sitting up at this time on your bed, your chair, and the floor, wherever. What you need to practice is you're going to come across, and I'm there to shake your hand. I'm there to do a fist bump, elbow bump, whichever one you're wanting to do, whichever one you're comfortable with. I'm good with that. So if we are shaking hands, then that's probably what most of us will do, but I'll follow your lead. So if you want to do a fist bump as you get closer, just kind of put your fists out so I know kind of what to expect. But let's say I'm going to show you what it looks like for a shaking the hands. Is you need to practice. So right now, regardless of whether you're a fist bump or shaking hands, right now what I want you to do is practice putting your right hand above your left hand. So look at what I'm doing. I put my right hand above my left hand. Okay, so everybody just practice that right now. putting your right hand above your left hand. Both of them open, but just practice putting your right hand above your left hand. I'm going to do this like 800 times on Saturday. All right? So right hand above the left hand. All right? So I'm going to shake your hand with the right, and then I'm going to hand you at the same time. I got this down. At the same time, I'm going to shake your hand with my right hand, and I'm going to hand you with my left at the same time the diploma cover. Okay? So we're going to do that, and then you're going to stay for a second. I'm going to hold your hand for a second in that handshake grip because we're going to turn and look at the camera for a picture. Okay? So all of this happens at the same time. So just practice between now and Sunday, putting your right hand over your left, and then a turn to look at the camera. Right hand over the left, turn to look at the camera. Sometimes I get a lot of people that come up and I shake their hand with the right, give them the thing. They try to just keep on going, and I'm going to hold your hand and kind of escort you back a little bit to take the picture because that's the picture your parents are going to want. All right, so we want to make sure that we get that down. Right hand over the left, and then you're good to go. All right, normally we would do this in person with about 10 or 12 of you so you could see. Obviously, we can't do that right now, but if you could just do that over the weekend, then that would be great. As I set up,
Mr. McDonough, can I add in something real quick?
Sure.
Over in the chat, you guys, I dropped a link to the photographer. You guys need to click on that link and give him your information because they will they'll connect you to your picture and they'll email you a link to your graduation pictures. So be sure to everybody fill that link out.
Okay, so let me go back and I'm going to share my screen and we're almost done as we wrap up. Ms. Campbell, are there any other questions that have come up?
No, there's none.
Okay. No, that's not what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here's the thing. So after this is really important because we want to get this right. It's a great visual, so we want to make sure that we get this right. Okay, at the end of the ceremony, when the last name is called and everybody cheers, so whoever that last person is, they always get the biggest cheer, and that's great. So they're going to come across, shake hands, and then they're going to go down. Okay. Everybody just pause for a second because there is a very official, technical, legal statement that I have to read. It takes about 40 seconds, so it doesn't take long. It takes about 30 or 40 seconds, okay? That I have to come up to the podium and I have to read to everyone. That just officially commemorates by the power invested invested with me by the state of Texas. I can now officially do that. So let me read through that, okay? So when I get to the end of it, okay, then we're going to do the school song. No, we do the throw and then the school song? Yeah, yes. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to come across, you got to wait till I read that statement, okay? And then we're going to do the school song. So we have a few members of the choir officers that will come up. We'll do the school song together. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Rewind. We're going to do my official statement. Okay. When that finishes, then you throw your cap up in the air. Okay. So after I finish my official statement, do you do it before my official statement? No. Wait until I finish my official statement and you'll know when it's done. Then you're going to move your tassel. You're going to officially move your tassel and then you can throw your hat up in the air. Okay. Your ceremony. So, I mean, the cap, it's going to go flying up. Here's the thing. Okay. Don't look up. Gravity 101, all those caps are going to be spinning. They got 4 corners on them, and if you just stare straight up, you're probably going to get hit right in the eye. So just throw them up. You can look at it real quick and then kind of cover your head or something like that as they start to come down. If you want to keep your cap because you decorated it, then don't throw your cap because it's going to go and you probably won't find it. All right? So once those have gone up, then the officers from the choir will come to the podium. The school song will start. And then we'll all do the school song one last time together, and then we are done. That's when we will do the recessional, okay? The recessional is I will come back down. Just as I led the group for the processional to start the graduation, for the recessional, I will lead us down. I'll come down the stage, and then they'll let the first row out, and we just follow each other. And we're all going to go out and then exit one part of the stadium, and then you are free to go once we do the recessional. The processional is very easy. That's when we come in. The recessional is important because it makes sure that we do it. We finish well with the last graduation for HISD. They saved us to the end, saved the best for the last. Let's make sure we have a good recessional as we walk out. Again, just follow the person in front of you. You'll come through, and then you are good to go. All right. You'll celebrate outside of Del Mar. Coordinate a spot where you're going to find your family because you will not have your phone with you. So just coordinate a spot. We're going to meet over here. We're going to meet over here, wherever it's going to be, so that you can find them. And let me just assure you, you will find them. Normally, we're at Energy Stadium where the Texans play football. Huge parking lot, giant stadium, huge parking lot. Everybody finds their family. Everybody gets home, and none of them have cell phones. You'll figure it out. You'll make it work. I promise. All right. So you'll meet your friends and family outside the stadium in the parking lots. There's a few different parking lots you can see. The guest entrances that I reference are on both sides and the student staging area. All right. Are there any other questions just before we start to dismiss? Anything else? Okay. So we will see you guys at 6:30 this Sunday. These students that are on this list, I need to meet with you. So if you'll just stay on the call. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got a quick question. Yes. Okay. It's Jeremiah. Jeremiah, go ahead and ask your question.
I had a question. So the 2 parking passes we got for, for ourselves, if we go and park ourselves, does that use one of the parking passes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah. Okay. Teresa Bell. Teresa, go ahead with your question.
Okay, I just had a quick question. So even though I got my tickets, I never found my parking passes.
They should be, yeah, try gofan.com. That is the support. That's the support where we've been sending people to get support with where the parking passes are, and they've had luck. So if you go to the gofan.com website, they have a support section, and you should be able to get everything answered there.
Okay, and if they aren't able to help me, what do I do? Would I have to pay for parking?
No, you won't have to pay for parking. If you're not able to get support, so try them, today. If you're not able to get support, send me an email like tomorrow. I think you're going to be able to get support, but send me an email tomorrow, and maybe I'll have a different option.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Lillian, I think Lillian has a question.
Yes, I wanted to ask, so with my parking passes, I don't have, not all of my family has a parking pass. Where would they park?
So you've got your 2 parking passes, and just so I make sure I understand correctly, so you're saying it's going to take more than 2 cars for your family to get everybody there?
Yes, they don't like each other's.
Okay. I understand. I appreciate that. And so what I will tell you is that the parking passes will get families into the HISD parking lot. So what I would say is, just kind of off the record, I know there is a large mall across the street. And so maybe there's some street parking around there, or maybe they'll have parking available in that area. And there's also, some families are also looking at either shared services like Uber or Lyft or anything like that. But I would try, Lillian, maybe to see that parking that's across the street. There's a huge mall across the street that I don't think they're planning to use that parking.
Okay, thank you.
But the last thing I will say is make sure that they're paying attention to any signs. Like, I don't want anybody to get towed. So, I don't have permission to send people there, but I know that I've used that parking before without problem, but make sure to look for any signs.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions? Jamarcus. Jamarcus, do you still have a question? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I do. So I got little sisters, and they're like 6, 5, and 7. Do they need tickets too?
Anyone that is 4 or younger does not need a ticket. So maybe that 5-year-old needs to say that she's 4.
All right.
I've done that with my kids, so you didn't hear that from me, but I'll let you figure that out.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amani.
Amani?
Mhm.
Amani Harris? Amani Harris.
Yes, I'm
Hi,
here.
Amani. Did you have a
Hi.
question? Yeah.
Yeah, so my family just wants to know, like, around what time would you be like letting the families into the stadium so they can
Oh,
like sit?
that's a great question. Yeah, so they are planning to open the doors at 7.
Okay.
They may open them a little bit earlier, but I believe that that it will be open by 7.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Delia,
Delia Pastori.
I was wondering if I'm allowed to wear my Mexican stole.
I'm not sure what that is. If you send me a picture, send me an email of a picture, and that way I can see what you're talking.
Okay, okay,
Can you do that?
I'll send you an email.
Okay, thank you.
Kaylin.
Kaylin.
My brother graduates at Delmore. He graduates before us at 5, and my mom's gonna be there. Does she need a parking pass for me too, since she's already gonna be parked there?
So she's graduating with Westside?
No, he's graduating from Worthing at
Oh, from
5.
Worthing. Yeah, that's right. They're at Dyer. So it's the same parking lot. So she doesn't need, if she just finishes Worthing and stays in the parking lot, she's fine. She doesn't need, so she's get the 2 parking passes from him and then the 2 from you. But if she's just going to stay there, then she only needs 1.
Okay.
Okay.
So Worthing need parking passes too?
PRA.
Okay.
Great. Pramit has a question. Pramit, are you still there? Pramit D? Is there another one? We can come back to Pramit.
Alfredo.
Pramit, we'll come back to you if you're still here. Alfredo, do you have a question?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if we can wear our flags.
So I know that question, that's not part of what is, it's not something that's a part of the graduation ceremony. In terms of right now, what we have is the gown that we said we're allowing you to decorate your caps, and that's the first time that we've done that. But the only other piece that would be part of the gown ceremony, so you have your red gown, is the cords that I talked about that were approved. But that is, so we know that there may be some interest in other ways to show pride for their country or their culture or anything like that, or family. And so that's another reason that we think that decorating the cap is a great option.
Oh, okay, so that's a no.
Well, I think, yeah, I said what was going to be part of the gown. Yeah. Brianna Davis.
Yes, I wanted to know, being that we have family members who are riding separately, I have 3 different cars that are coming, and one of them is coming in an Uber. Will they still be able to come in through like the HIZ entrance, or do they have to have a parking pass?
So for the Uber, we believe that they're setting up an Uber lane. So they would not need a parking pass for anybody arriving by Uber.
Okay, and I have one more question. Being that we have 9 valedictorians, how many of them are going to be speaking?
The valedictorians actually worked collaboratively, and we're going to have a short video presentation that they do. They are not all speaking.
Okay, thank you.
So they're all part of the video. So there are not 9 speeches. Ricardo. Ricardo, do you still have your question? Okay. Aaron, does Aaron have a question?
Hello.
Yes, Aaron?
Oh, sorry. Okay, the mic was being weird. My question is if seniors can like carpool together because
Sure.
we have to come early. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great idea, is to save some of those parking passes. Yeah, you can carpool.
All right,
You know,
thank you.
yeah, however many you can get, well, however big your car is, safely get here. Yes, you can do that.
All right.
Mateo Stamper, step to the microphone.
I was asking, can parents stay in the parking lot if they drop us off early, like before 6:30?
Yes. So I
Okay.
think if I heard you broke up just a little bit, but so if they drop you off at 6:30, can they stay in the parking lot and just hang out in their car? Yes, they
Yes.
can do that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that's what I think a lot of families will do. So yes, that's fine. Andrew. Andrew with a question.
Hello.
Yes, Andrew.
I kind of missed the beginning part of the meeting. Is there like somewhere I could access the recording?
Yes, we'll have it
On the website, and they'll send it out through Remind.
Yeah, we'll have it on the website, and then we'll send out through the senior Remind group. We'll send out the link as well. So it'll be up either much later today or tomorrow, because it has to process from Teams first. But we will have the recording up.
Mia?
And that's for any of your friends that may have missed as well. Mia? Yes. Nia, do you have a question? Nia, are you still here? Do you have your question still, Nia? Or
Can you hear me?
yes.
I know that we weren't provided with stoles, and I was going to ask, are we allowed to make our own and wear it to graduation?
No, the only items again that are approved to be added to the gown are the ones that I shared earlier. So those are the different cords that are approved at this time for Bel Air.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Luke, do you have a question?
Yeah.
Luke, I think you just cut out. So I heard yeah, and that's it. Okay,
Can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yes, go ahead.
The COVID protocols, are we gonna be socially distant? Do we have to wear masks or any of that stuff?
So the governor decided that June 4th was the last day that schools could require you to wear masks. So we cannot require you to wear a mask. Some of you will choose to do that, some of you will not, and that's fine. The chairs on the football field will be, I don't think they will not be 6 feet apart, as was the early indication. So they may be a little bit further apart than they would normally, but we also have to make sure that we fit on the field. So I think being outside certainly should bring some comfort. So there, and we will not be checking, I don't think we're checking temperatures when you come in. But in terms of the masks, we cannot require you to do that. Is there any more?
Okay, just a few more. Lysandra?
Lysandra. Lysandra, do you still have a question?
Yeah, I do. It's just that y'all
Okay.
disabled my camera instead. You know how we got 7 tickets? Does the student require to use a ticket or
No,
like,
the student, none of you have to. So that's you are coming in a side entrance. You don't need a ticket. So the 7 tickets are for your family.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Abdallah, do you have a question, Abdallah? Abdallah, do you have a question? Okay, we'll move on. Okay, so at this time, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. So that ends our rehearsal.
Oh shit.
Abdallah, do you have
Hello?
a question?
Yes. I was wondering if we could have a flag on.
As I said earlier, Abdallah, the pieces that are approved to be part of the gown are the ones, the different cords that I talked about earlier, and the approved organizations. I know that sometimes there's interest in being able to represent other things during graduation, and that's why this year, for the first time, we are allowing our seniors to decorate their caps. So with that, I think those are our questions for today. I do need those of you that are on the that see your name on the screen. If you will remain on the call, I just need to talk to you briefly just about the ceremony. You're all okay to graduate. It's just about the ceremony itself. But everyone else, I will look forward to seeing you Sunday at 6:30 p.m. At Del Mar Stadium, and we'll be excited to have an actual graduation for the class of 2021. All right, so thank you guys. And I need just these students to stay on the call. I'm going to try this to see if the rest of them leave. I know. You forgot it. Okay, so those of you that I asked to stick around, we're actually going to create a separate call and call you in because there's still 54 people on this call, and I think that could take a little bit longer. So if you want those people that I went ahead and said that you need to come, if you'll go ahead and exit this call, and then we're setting up and we're going to start calling you into a separate meeting just for those of you, okay? So we'll go ahead and exit this call, and then we will call you into the other one just here in literally about a minute.